Hi, everyone. John here at PT, Dan with Salem Training, and PT Ask Dan. How are we
Good
doing today?
morning, John. Doing good. Yourself?
I am well. I am well. And that is a great exchange of what we're just about to talk about.
That's right, because it had no value whatsoever.
No value. And even if I'm not doing well, I'm generally going to say, "Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm fine.
That's
I'm
right.
good. I'm whatever." So let's talk about kind of those standard things that we do. We do it via email and text where we say, "Hey, just checking in to see how you're coming along." We've got these kind of standard things that we do that people, because of being inundated with that kind of approach, they've go numb and they don't engage, they don't react, they don't respond. And then you're wondering why they went dark, and it's you.
Yes.
Stuffy, it's you kind of thing. So talk a little bit about some of those standard things that we do, not just in sales, but in society, maybe a little bit, and how to start thinking differently about how you go about it.
We gave a great example at the beginning. How
Yeah.
are you? I'm fine. You, even
Yeah.
right. Even, so we are pre-programmed to answer things a certain way. And let me give you an example that everyone I think can relate to. You're at a restaurant and maybe there's something with your meal that you didn't quite like or somebody else's. But at some point in the meal, the manager comes by and goes, "Hey, how is everything?" And what's the
Yeah.
number one response? "Oh, it's fine."
It's great. Yeah.
Right.
Whatever.
So we need to quit asking questions that get these pre-programmed responses. So for another example, when you're calling a customer to check in, what's the purpose of the call? What are you really trying to accomplish there?
What are you checking in on? Yeah.
Right? What are you hoping to get out of that call? And so if I called you up, John, and I said, "Hey, John, how are you enjoying the sales training?" You're going to be like, "Oh, it's great, Dan. Thanks very much for calling." And I
Yeah.
didn't learn anything.
Yep.
So, what if instead I said something like this? Hey, John, what would have to happen for me to lose you as a client? Oh, that's a locked and loaded question. Or how about this, John, specifically, what can we be doing better to serve you?
Yep.
So there's no pattern responses to those types of questions. So come
Right.
up with a couple of them and use them when you're making your calls.
Yeah, I had somebody ask me, we were going through a process and considering using their platform for something. And by the way, I know I fall into this. I send out emails, say, "Hey, I'm checking in. If you made a decision, where you at?" Sometimes it's speed, whatever. I just fall into the trap. It's human nature to some degree. But he sent me a note saying, "Hey, just reaching out. I was curious what the most difficult part about evaluating our services was for you. Please let me know." And it was just different, and it's in that prospecting mode, and he's just trying to say, "Hey, whatever you're struggling with, let's put it on the table, talk it through. Maybe it means you use our services, maybe it means that gets you to the no, but let's get you to one or the other," is what he's trying to say.
And I love that example, John. And that's kind of that equal business statute. Hey, we're both on the same team here.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a fit, maybe it's not. But let's at least hash it out and see what
Yeah.
happens.
Let's talk it through.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, everybody. See you again tomorrow.
Have fun.